Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Three Life Changing Tips from Highly Effective People. And today, our guest is Dr. Humaira Noor Minhas. We are blessed to have her here. She was working in many companies before in Munich, and then recently she started her own venture, new startup called Four Pilots. So, welcome, Dr. Humaira, to the show.
Thank you very much, Sharik. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So, for the dear viewers, so the format of the show will be in the first 10 minutes, she will share three life changing tips, three valuable tips with her. In the next 10 minutes, we will listen to her story and you can ask question and answers in the comments. She will answer that. And then in the end, we will have a bonus 5 minute session in Urdu language in which she will summarize these three tips in Urdu. And also, she will give some tips for the young students. So let's start without wasting time with a small introduction before the three tips.
Thank you so much again, Sharik. So, hi everyone. This is Humaira, and I actually like to introduce myself by saying that I'm a teacher at heart. So, I graduated from the NED University 20 years ago and started teaching right away. Was in the academia for almost 12 years, then moved to industry during my academic period, did my PhD, and after coming to the industry, stayed here. This year I actually went back from job to actually as doing my own mentorship course, and I'm now working with some online institutions in Germany as a mentor for data science. And as Sharik said, I just started my own venture for Pilot, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my story later on. And
Wow, amazing career. So I think many people will be really inspired, especially the women also will be really inspired by your journey.
I
So
hope so.
let's start with the tip number one from Dr. Humera.
Yeah. So basically, as you can imagine, during this uh, so-called amazing journey, as thankfully Sharik you put it, I there was often times where work took over life, and I had to struggle to get my life back and time back. So basically, today I want to focus these three tips on work-life balance. And my first tip is know what is important for you and prioritize that.
Mhm.
I repeat, know what is valuable for you because knowing that is important so that you can prioritize that.
Yes.
How to do that? What I encourage people, what I did myself is to actually make some lists. I made lists of what's important for me, what I love to do, and where I want to spend my time.
Okay.
Then came another list of what I have to do, things which I have to do even if I don't enjoy doing them. These
Okay.
include chores and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
then there are things which I have to do and I don't like doing them and they don't add value to my life.
Mhm.
So once I have these three lists, once you have these three lists, then the next step becomes easier. So
Mhm.
again, the tip number one is know what you value, know what is valuable for you so that you can prioritize that. I
Yes.
want to quote Dr. D. Martini here.
Okay.
I attended his seminar and he said a very valuable thing. He said, if you don't know what you value and you don't make time for it, then your time will be filled with things which you don't value and then you will be left frustrated.
Wonderful. Actually, this is a very, very nice tip, dear viewers. So you should know what you value and then prioritize it. So, and she also, Dr. Romero also told how to do it. Make a list and then you can see which things are important and which are less important. Very nice. Let's move to tip number two.
Yes. So tip number two is now action item, which
Mhm.
is do proper time management and be disciplined.
Okay.
Now that you have your tips with you, now that you know what's important for you, and now that you know what you have to do, and now that you know what's taking up too much of your time,
Mhm.
start doing time management.
Okay.
Start making sure that you you have like a calendar entry for all the things which are important, even things which do not look like they belong to your professional life only, but also what belongs to your personal life. So, for example, pick and drop of kids, add that to your calendar. This time is reserved for meetings. This time is for cooking. This time is for cleaning. This time is for things that need your creativity. So you need to make sure that you have all your things sorted out. You have a proper plan, and then you should be disciplined enough to follow that plan. Now, when
Very
you
nice.
are supposed to do some kind of thought process, then Facebook should not come in. The time for Facebook should be separate. The time for messaging should be separate. So one thing which is very interesting to see is people do make proper plans. The problem comes in that they don't stick to it because they are not disciplined enough. So my tip number 2 is make a plan, do proper time management, and be
Yeah, stay disciplined. Yes, very nice. So this is actually in addition to tip number 1, where you said prioritize the stuff, and number 2, you said that time management and staying disciplined. Very nice. So let's move to tip number 3.
Yes. So tip number 3, which I would say is equally important, not most important, not least important, is set aside me time for yourself.
Yes. Mhm.
We mistake by believing that me time is a luxury, but me time is not a luxury. It's actually a necessity.
Okay.
You tell me, how many times in a week or how often do you recharge your cell phone?
Oh no, no, I have no. I should have a me time actually. On the weekends also, I have made a list of so many things to do, but actually I miss me time. You're right.
Yep. But the question is, let's say if you have a smartphone, you have a cell phone,
Mhm.
how many times do you recharge it? You do
So
it
many
daily.
time
So
whenever
many
it is
times.
going empty.
Because if you do not recharge the battery, even that device doesn't work. Even our phones don't work. So think of ourselves as the same. We need to have something that recharges us. Now, that recharging activity doesn't mean that you have to spend hours doing relaxation. It doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money doing relaxation. It could be a cup of coffee, which you are just drinking first thing in the morning, but like really enjoying doing that. If you like to read, set out time for that. If you like to maybe now from your step number 1 activity, you know what are the things that are important for you, what you love doing. So this is the time to actually make sure that you do that. And I keep this separate from time management and discipline because those include things that you have to do anyways. So those things will take up your time anyways. But me time is something which we kind of ignore because, as I said, we think it's a luxury and it's not a necessity. But no, it's actually a necessity, and we should take care of our own stuff the way we take care of our devices.
Yes. Zawar is saying that Sharik probably keeps his phone on charging all the time, the way he uses it. Yes, so we need to plan. So actually, these were 3 wonderful tips from Dr. O'Mara. Tip number 1 was that know what you value and prioritize it. And number 2 was time management and being disciplined. And then, of course, doing all of this, we should have tip number 3, right? Me time, so that we can relax and re-energize ourselves. So thank you very much, Dr. Humera, for the 3 tips. And so now we will move to the second segment where we will ask Dr. Humera about her story, that how did she started, when did she come to Germany, her experience working here, and then briefly, how did she move towards a startup? How did this happen in her life?
Sure.
So tell us about yourselves, about your background, about your educational background, and what have you done till now?
Yeah. So, as I said, I graduated 20 years ago. I did my engineering from NED University and started teaching there right away. And I was with NED almost 12 years. During that time, I got my doctorate as well. And during that time, I got married and came to Germany. So this is how I landed in Germany. After coming to Germany, I did my postdoc here from the TU Munich, and of course, this was a time. Mhm.
Impressive.
Thank you. And once after my postdoc, I was like, I had the option to continue in the academia or move to the industry. So I decided to try that out, and I started my corporate life there. So this is where actually the things started disbalancing because in my corporate life, I had some too many extra responsibilities, and it was a very different way of working in the industry. And I actually noticed that I was spending even the weekends working, and it was a total chaos for some time because um, taking care of the stuff at home and taking care of the stuff at office, these were, and actually taking care was totally a chaos.
That's too much.
There was too much, and initially I didn't know how to handle that. And then I realized that okay, I need to take charge and define boundaries, define borders, and this is where work starts and work ends. So and especially I have a lot to learn from my husband, who is like, when you are working, then keep your phone aside, don't talk to family when you are in your office and you are working. And when you are with your family, when you are at home, then concentrate on them. So your
Very nice.
physical presence should actually equate to your mental presence as well. So I was with so this is where I really started thinking about how I can create that balance. Now, fast forward to 2020, and everything was very good, a stable, well balanced life. And then COVID happened, and our company had to close down actually. So, yes, and this was the time where I had already started my mentoring activities. So, I'm working with the Career Foundry doing mentoring of data science related courses. So, but now this additional responsibility, but no job, was actually left me with the opportunity to think how to proceed further. And this actually gave me the opportunity when it came to me that what are the options that I have. So I had the option to look for another job, which I started doing. I had the opportunity to think of doing some freelancing. I had the opportunity to think of creating my own business. And then opportunity came in. I was contacted by a spin-off idea from University of Jena, and they were looking for a chief technology officer and a co-founder, and it actually suited me very well because it was exactly in computer vision field which I had studied. And I said, okay, yeah, why not? Let's give that a shot as well. So again,
Actually, that is really interesting. Sorry, I'm interrupting because COVID came and a world changed for many people. The work, almost all the companies have changed their life, changed their way of working. Many people lost their jobs. Also, it was negative also, but at the same time, it was opportunity also. If you are focused, so you lost your job, but in the end, it turned out to be an opportunity. And in normal scenario, you would never have went to a startup,
exactly.
So
At least thought of creating my own in such a situation. But actually, this coming back to the work-life balance thing, all these whatever all of these things happened, this gave me actually a chance to take more control of my life. And I said, okay, yes, I want to create a startup, but I also want to make sure that this work-life balance doesn't get disbalanced. So now I'm actually using these 3 tips which I just spoke about, knowing what is valuable for me and doing proper time management, and making sure that I have me time. I am now trying to compress my work week to instead of having 5 days, bring it to 3 working days. And this is actually possible because when you think you have 5 working days, then you spread your tasks in 5 working days. And when you know that you have only 3 working days, then you try to finish them in those 3 days, and then the rest of the 2 days are actually for your further development, further grooming, and for all the things that are actually important for you.
Actually, these are wonderful tips. People are asking questions also. We will also take them. Before that, I wanted to say that actually that's similar happened to me also, because when COVID started, my project at Siemens ended and I started doing live shows. Before that, I never did live shows, and now I'm doing regularly. And I started this live show so that we can bring in positivity in the lives of people. So we have a question from Arslan Minhas, and she is saying that in the bio you wrote that you wrote about yourself that you are a teacher by heart. What do you really enjoy teaching? What's your passion?
Thank you, Arsalan. And now this is a question about which I can keep on talking and talking, because really it's my passion. And so, as I said, I'm doing mentoring for data science and data analytics course. This is something which I have also worked on for many years, and also computer vision, on which I have studied. So this is basically my core expertise, and I like to teach them. Programming is also something which I have taught quite often in the university, also in the with the colleagues. And now that I get this opportunity, I want to mention one more thing. Is as we mentioned in tip number 1, you need to know what is valuable for you, what's important for you. And one thing which I realized is very important for me is to make a difference in the lives of people. And education is a very nice way, in a very self-satisfying and sacrificing way to achieve this purpose. When I look around my surroundings, I found out that there are many people who can actually get a better life, a little bit better life, if they know how to make more money than what they are making right now. So I started thinking along those lines. How can I know I can teach well? This is my personal experience. What do people want to learn, and how can I teach them doing that? So I started making sure that in those extra time slots, I learn those skills which I can teach them. For example, trading, for example. So in the previous years, I started exploring the stock market, and I started trading. And the basic purpose was to learn how to make money out of it, so that I can teach others how to make money out of it. And these are a few things. As I said, I can talk long about this, but these are a few things.
Yeah, we have another question also. Shayan is asking Dr. Humera how your TUM experience has helped you in starting your startup, or has it helped or not helped?
That's a good question. Yes and no, both, but more of a yes. So I would tell you how. So during my stay at TUM, we were able to get funding for a joint German-Pakistani project. It was based on robotics and computer vision, and it was a 3-year project. So that experience, so I was in charge of not only teaching and conducting research, but also how to manage finances, how to write reports and presentations and marketing and all that stuff. So in this regard, that project, which I got because of my TUM stay, that is actually helping me a lot here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
we have a next question from Umar, and he's saying, I'm an old student of yours from first year NED.
I recognize you.
Okay, good. Question is, can you please elaborate more about being disciplined? Any tips for someone who is trying to learn German and upskill his technical skills along with daily work? How can one keep having the same focus? Any tips?
Yes. Actually, Sharik, I will take this from Arsalan's lecture with you, actually, his interview with you. His first tip was, you should have a dream in life, your goal.
Yes.
Because if you have a dream and a goal in life, and then you have a plan, then you can make sure that you do not deviate from your path, and you just keep on working towards your dream. So Umar, I would actually say that the key point to anything in life, be it being disciplined, be it being learning a new tip, be it being taking up a new adventure, is to know what you value, what's your dream. And actually, I'm combining Arsalan's first tip and my first tip. If you
Yes.
know what you value, if you know what's important for you, then you will make time, and then you will make sure that you work towards it. I'll give you an example.
Yes, please.
For me, for example, it's highly valuable to be available for the family. How can I make time for them? To make time for them, it's important that my work week is confined to a boundary, so that the time outside of that I can spend with them. When I decided I want to bring my work week to 3 days, the reason being that I want to have those 2 days free for myself so that I can spend it with them, so that I can do things that I want to do. And honestly, whenever I start slacking off, and whenever I feel like, okay, let me check my Facebook, I'm like, no, I don't have time to waste, because I don't have tomorrow to finish my thing. I have to do it today. And this actually helps me in being disciplined.
Okay.
And this can help you even for if you are upskilling your German language skills or your technical skills, knowing what your end goal is, what is important for you, that will help you keep on track.
I think Nath is working in data science, and he's curious also that are you also working with artificial intelligence, Industry 4.0, or automation too?
Yes. So the 4Pilots is basically an AI-based driver assistance system. And here we are using artificial intelligence for identifying driver expressions, so that we can see if he is based on his expressions, we can identify his driving patterns and if he is at risk of some kind or not. So it's mostly computer vision, and the whole data pipeline is being analyzed using AI.
Okay, so you're working in it. So we said last question, but another question came, and yeah. So Vial bin Iqbal is asking, did you have to face any challenges as a person of color when you wanted to create your own startup venture in Germany?
No, I didn't face any. In fact, I would say there are people in my circle, there are many more people in my circle who are coming from Pakistani background, and they are non-Germans or Pakistani or Indian background, and they do have their own startups, and I don't think that it was of any problem for us.
Yeah.
I think when you are creating a startup, what's more important is how valuable your idea is, how good you are how clear you are on your customer, how clear you are on how are you going to build it and sell it. If these questions are easily answered, then the rest is all okay.
That's great, actually, and many people will be hopeful by hearing this, because there is a certain element of fear before starting a new startup or a new venture. So I am sure Vial will be motivated by hearing this.
Yes, and I would say whenever you fear something, just do it. You'll find out if your fear was true or not. And most of the time, that's not true. You find out that it was only in your mind.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. O'Mara. So Dr. O'Mara gave us her valuable time and shared 3 very valuable tips from her side for our viewers. And then we learned about her story also. So that was it for our international viewers. But we promised 5 to 6 minutes in Urdu in the end, where we will ask her to summarize these 3 tips in Urdu, and also we will take some tips for some students who are in the university. So we will have this segment now in Urdu language. अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, हमारे साथ इस वक्त डॉक्टर हुमैरा मौजूद हैं और इनसे हमने रिक्वेस्ट की है कि अपने एक्सपीरियंस की बिना पर 3 वैल्यूएबल टिप्स दें हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए, चाहे वो कैरियर के हवाले से हों, चाहे वो पर्सनल लाइफ के हवाले से हो। तो डॉक्टर हुमैरा, बिल्कुल हम वक्त ज़ाया किए बगैर आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि आप 3 टिप्स हमें दीजिए।
थैंक यू सो मच शारिक। मैं जो यहाँ पर 3 टिप्स आपको देना चाहती हूँ वो वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस से रिलेटेड है, क्योंकि वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस में प्रोफेशनल लाइफ और पर्सनल लाइफ दोनों आ जाती हैं। और इन दोनों के लिए जो सबसे पहली टिप है वो ये है कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपके लिए वैल्यू किस चीज़ की है, इम्पोर्टेंस
सही,
किस चीज़ की है। क्योंकि जब आपको ये पता होगा तो आप उसको प्रायोरिटाइज़ कर सकेंगे, उसको अहमियत दे सकेंगे।
सही, सही।
तो आई
बहुत अच्छी
रिपीट सबसे पहले आपको अपनी एक सेल्फ एनालिसिस करके ये पता करना है कि आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट क्या चीज़ है।
ठीक है।
टिप नंबर 2, अब आपको ये पता चल गया कि आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है, अब आपने करना ये कि टाइम मैनेजमेंट और डिसिप्लिन के साथ काम करना है।
ज़बरदस्त।
ये काम
सो
बहुत
पहले
आसान है।
आपने अपनी प्रायोरिटीज फाइंड करनी और फिर टाइम मैनेजमेंट और डिसिप्लिन सेकंड टिप।
एग्जैक्टली। टाइम मैनेजमेंट में प्लानिंग भी आ जाती है और डिसिप्लिन में ये आ जाता है कि आपने जो प्लान बनाया है उस पर आप स्टिक करें। अगर आप टिप नंबर 1 को 2 के साथ मिलाएंगे तो आपको एक काइंड ऑफ पूरी पिक्चर, बिग पिक्चर नजर आएगी कि पहले आपको ये पता चल गया कि आपके लिए क्या इम्पोर्टेंट है और क्या इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, क्या चीजों में आपका टाइम ज्यादा जा रहा है, क्या चीजों में आपका टाइम जा रहा है लेकिन आप उसको अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, और कौन सी
ठीक
चीजें
है।
ऐसी हैं जो आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है जिसको आप हर कीमत पे करना चाहते हैं।
सही।
और वंस के आपको ये पता चल गया, फिर आपने पूरी प्रॉपर टाइम मैनेजमेंट की और उन चीज़ों को ज़्यादा टाइम दिया जो आपके लिए ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है।
सही, सही। टिप नंबर 3।
टिप नंबर 3 इज़ आपके पास मी टाइम होना चाहिए।
सही।
मी टाइम के साथ मसला ये है कि लोग समझते हैं कि ये एक लग्ज़री है, ये करें तो करें, नहीं करें तो नहीं करें।
सही।
लोग समझते हैं कि हमारे पास टाइम होगा तो हम अपने लिए टाइम देंगे, पहले काम कर लें और फिर अपने आप को टाइम दें। ये एक बहुत गलत सोच है मेरे हिसाब से।
सही।
ये बिल्कुल इस तरह है कि हम अपने स्मार्टफ़ोन्स को रोज़ चार्ज करते हैं, क्योंकि इसको
बिल्कुल।
बहुत काम करना पड़ता है और अगर इसकी बैटरी चार्ज नहीं हो, तो ये काम नहीं करेगा, इट विल बी डेड। हम
ऐसा
इंसानों के साथ भी यही है। अगर हम अपने आप को रिचार्ज नहीं करेंगे, तो हम आगे काम भी नहीं अच्छा कर सकेंगे।
बिल्कुल। बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने 3 बड़ी वैल्यूएबल टिप्स दी। आज का सेशन एंड करने से पहले कुछ क्वेश्चंस लेंगे, क्योंकि आपने पहले टीचिंग की काफ़ी अरसे, फिर आपने जॉब मार्केट मतलब प्रोफेशनल रही, फिर अब आपने अपना न्यू वेंचर स्टार्ट किया, स्टार्टअप में है। तो नदीम पूछ रहे हैं कि स्टार्टअप के लिए, जर्मनी के लिए क्या आइडियाज़ हो सकते हैं कि हम लोग अपने where we can get help or finance if we have startup ideas. Register my own GmbH.
सो वेयर कैन वी गेट हेल्प ऑन फाइनेंस? तो जर्मनी के अंदर ऐसे बहुत सारे यूनिवर्सिटी से रिलेटेड स्पेशली इंस्टीट्यूट अवेलेबल हैं जो कि फंडिंग प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो आप एग्जिस्ट फंडिंग के बारे में सर्च कर सकते हैं, जो कि एक स्टार्टअप को फंड करने के लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। आप किक स्टार्टर को चेक कर सकते हैं। आप ये देख सकते हैं कि होले डे लोवन एक प्रोग्राम आता है जिसमें वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट आते हैं और वो आपको इसकी ऑफर करते हैं। उसके लिए लेकिन थोड़ा सा आपका स्टार्टअप मैच्योर होना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो आपसे आपकी मार्केट इवैल्यूएशन और आपकी बैलेंस शीट मांगते हैं। तो इस तरह की ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं। यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के साथ मिलके, अगर स्पेशली जो लोग अभी डॉक्टरेट करके निकल रहे हैं या मास्टर्स करके या इवन ग्रेजुएशन करके निकल रहे हैं, वो अपनी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के साथ मिलके स्टार्टअप फंडिंग्स के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं।
सही। यानी इंक्यूबेटर्स पे भी जा सकते हैं और इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स में भी शिरकत कर सकते हैं। एक आखिरी सवाल आज का लास्ट, डॉक्टर फरहान रशीद, मेरे ख्याल में थोड़ा सब्जेक्ट स्पेसिफिक है। Please also mention the nature of work that you are currently working counseling on. Computer vision for security, automotive, or something else. Do you plan to work on hardware accelerators by realizing your CV models on real hardware like ML based processors? डॉक्टर फरहान जो है रिसेंटली इन्होंने अपनी PhD खत्म की है काजरू यूनिवर्सिटी से और स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन
नहीं, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर अ वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन. इनफैक्ट आपका मेजर भी कंप्यूटर विजन से ही रिलेटेड लग रहा है, तो इट वुड बी नाइस टू बी कनेक्टेड. तो यस, हम लोग जो कंप्यूटर विजन पे काम कर रहे हैं, सिंस इट्स ड्राइवर सेफ्टी सिस्टम, तो हम ड्राइवर की फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस को नोट कर रहे हैं, साथ ही रोड की सिचुएशन को मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं. So this is purely computer vision for object detection or facial expression detection. So security is as in security aspect नहीं है, safety aspect है. And of course इसका जो दूसरा पार्ट है वो IoT है. तो हम अपना पूरा हार्डवेयर डिफाइन कर रहे हैं TPUs यूज करते हुए, और अभी तक जो प्रोटोटाइप्स थे रास्पबेरी पाई पे, this is something that we have already. तो yes, very good question. I can see कि आपका एक्सपीरियंस है इसके अंदर, and would love to connect if you want.
बिल्कुल, जो भी लोग डॉक्टर हुमैरा से डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, उनकी लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल का लिंक पोस्ट की डिस्क्रिप्शन में शेयर है. आखिरी क्वेश्चन मेरी तरफ से डॉक्टर हुमैरा के, आजकल जो यंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं स्पेशली पाकिस्तान में, इंडिया में, डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज में, वो लोग अपने कैरियर के हवाले से बड़े अनसर्टन हैं, क्योंकि कोविड की वजह से बहुत सारी कंपनीज अब उस तरह रेगुलर जॉब्स ऑफर नहीं कर रही, इंटर्नशिप्स कम ऑफर कर रही हैं. तो उनको मोटिवेट करने के लिए आप क्या टिप देना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि आप टीचर भी रही हैं, अपने स्टूडेंट्स को मोटिवेट आप किस तरह करना चाहेंगे इन हालात में?
शारिक, मैं आपको अपनी थोड़ी सी क्विकली स्टोरी बताना चाहूंगी कि मैं NAD में थी और आई गॉट मैरिड, और मैं फिर शादी के बाद यहाँ आ गई. तकरीबन 12 साल मैं NAD में रही हूँ, और ये एक टाइम था जब मुझे डिसाइड करना था कि अगर मैं NAD में रहती तो मेरा करियर पाथ ऑलरेडी बड़ा एस्टेब्लिश था, बट ऑफ कोर्स लाइफ इज इम्पोर्टेंट. मैं इधर आई और मुझे फ्रॉम स्क्रैच स्टार्ट करना था. तो हिम्मत हारना और डरना तो ऑप्शन में है ही नहीं.
बिल्कुल.
इसलिए कि अगर आप हिम्मत हार देंगे तो फिर तो आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकेंगे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज पे और पे भरोसा होना चाहिए, और अगेन प्लान बनाएं कि आप करना, गोल रखें कि आपने पहुंचना कहाँ है, प्लान बनाएं और एक्शन लें. अगर आपको जॉब चाहिए, अच्छा उसके बाद दोबारा यही सीन रिपीट हुआ. सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था, एक वेल सेटल्ड जॉब थी, कोविड आ गया. आपने एग्जैक्टली यस शाहिद सर, आपने पहले तो घबराना नहीं है, जॉब नहीं रही. अब इस साल मैंने क्या क्या ऑप्शंस लिए. हम लोग बहुत लकी हैं कि हम इतने हाईटेक और ग्लोबल विलेज में रह रहे हैं कि अब आपको ट्रेडिशनल जॉब्स ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है. ऑनलाइन बहुत जॉब्स अवेलेबल हैं,
बिल्कुल.
फ्रीलांसिंग की बहुत जॉब्स अवेलेबल हैं. अपवर्क हो गया, फिवर हो गया, लाइक भरे पड़े हैं ऑनलाइन पोर्टल्स जो कि आपको जॉब ऑफर कर रहे हैं. ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं, आप अपने स्किल्स को अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं. लाइक आप देखिए कि आपकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है और आपका पैशन क्या है.
जी बिल्कुल.
जो स्वॉट एनालिसिस किया जाता है, स्ट्रेंथ्स, वीकनेसेस, अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड थ्रेट्स, ये आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए कि आपके पास क्या क्या है और उसकी बेसिस पर आगे बढ़िए. आपको ऑनलाइन, आई मीन US और UK और जर्मनी में बैठ के लोग पाकिस्तान से हायर कर रहे हैं डेवलपर्स, क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स हमारी क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी है डेवलपमेंट की, और हमारी पढ़ाई बहुत अच्छी कराई जाती है. हमें बहुत अच्छा, हम बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग इंजीनियर्स, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग डेवलपर्स बन के निकलते हैं, और माशाल्लाह हमारे अंदर टैलेंट भी है कि हम जो करना चाहते हैं वो स्किल हम डेवलप कर लेते हैं. तो अपने स्किल को इम्प्रूव करते रहिए, साथ में ऑनलाइन जॉब सर्च करते रहिए. लिंक्डइन पे आपका अच्छा प्रोफाइल बना होना चाहिए. लिंक्डइन is very important for professional connections. आप देखिए कि आप किस फील्ड में काम करना चाहते हैं, उस फील्ड के लोगों को, उस फील्ड के पेजेस को लाइक करना और फॉलो करना शुरू करें। नेटवर्किंग उस लिहाज से शुरू करें, पर्सनल कनेक्शंस बनाएँ। तो
बहुत अच्छी टिप्स हैं ये सारी। और एक्चुअली अभी हम ज़्यादा फोकस हमने किया है टेक्निकल फील्ड्स की तरफ, और पाकिस्तान में और बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में, जर्मनी में भी टेक्निकल फील्ड्स में, खासतौर पे आईटी में तो फीमेल्स लड़कियां आती ही नहीं है। तो मेरे ख्याल में वो भी आपसे मोटिवेट होंगी, और जो फॉर एग्जांपल दूसरी फील्ड्स में लोग हैं, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, उनको भी कुछ जेनेरिक टिप देना चाहेंगे इस मौके पर? फिर भी ग्लोबल विलेज का रोल तो है, हर जगह हर चीज़ ऑनलाइन हो रही है।
मेरा ख्याल है द सेम अप्लाइज फॉर एवरीवन कि ऑनलाइन जॉब, मैं अपवर्क पे गई हूँ ना, हर तरह की जॉब्स अवेलेबल हैं। आप जाके अपना अकाउंट बनाइए और आप अपनी कीवर्ड्स एंटर करें। आप देखेंगे कि वहाँ पर लोग टीचर्स से लेके ऐसे लोग ढूंढ रहे हैं जो आपकी पोस्ट को लाइक कर सकें, से लेके ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि I mean, you name the field और वहाँ पर requirements available हैं. People are looking for people who have expertise in physics and chemistry and content writing and social media management, programming and teaching Urdu, teaching English, translation. I mean, as I said कि अगर आपको, yeah, Upwork is the link. अगर आपको अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पता होनी चाहिए कि आपकी स्पेशलिटी क्या चीज़ है, आप उसको एनहांस करें और आपको इंशाल्लाह कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी आगे जॉब ढूँढने में। बाकी एक चीज़ जो मैंने रियलाइज़ की है, जो कि एक्चुअली किसी दूसरे इंसान पे डिपेंड नहीं करती, इज़ स्टॉक मार्केट एक्सप्लोरेशन। दिस इज़ नो फाइनेंशियल एडवाइस। मैं ये नहीं कह रही कि आप जाएँगे और आप मिलियनेयर बन के निकल आएँगे स्टॉक मार्केट से, बट ये एक ऐसी जगह है जिसको आप एक्सप्लोर कर सकती हैं। अगर आपको समझ में आती है कि आप किस टाइम पे मार्केट में एंटर होके और किस टाइम पे एग्ज़िट करते हैं, आप उसमें अपना करियर बना सकते हैं, आप उस साइड पर जा सकती हैं।
यानी कि ट्रेडिशनल जो हमने जो स्टडीज की हुई है उसके अलावा भी हम साइड ऑप्शन एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं अपनी साइड इनकम के लिए भी, या फिर प्रोफेशनल भी आप कैरियर भी चेंज कर सकते हैं।
इनफैक्ट यस, टोटली मैंने ये सारे काम करके देख लिए हैं सक्सेसफुली। यानी ऐसा नहीं है कि किया छोड़ दिया। इट वाज लाइक कि आई वांट, जैसे मैंने शुरू में कहा कि या जैसे अरसलान कह रहे हैं कि आप अपनी फोकस ऑन योर कॉम्पिटेंसी and follow your passion. Exactly, these are the two most important things.
बहुत जबरदस्त बात अरसलान साहब ने हमें जो है टिप्स दी, फोकस ऑन योर कॉम्पिटेंसी एंड फॉलो योर पैशन। आई थिंक ये इसकी समरी है, और आज का शो हम इसी पे ही एंड करते हैं। और बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं डॉक्टर हुमैरा नूर मिन्हास का कि उन्होंने हमें टाइम दिया और कीमती वैल्यूबल टिप्स दी। और व्यूअर्स, आप लोगों का भी बहुत शुक्रिया कि जिन्होंने हमसे क्वेश्चंस किए और इस शो को मज़ीद इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया। और आप लोग इसी तरह हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिए। नेक्स्ट वीक एक नई एपिसोड लेकर मैं हाजिर होऊंगा। और वंस अगेन डॉक्टर उमैर, आपका शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
और व्यूअर्स का भी शुक्रिया। और अगर आप लोगों को वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो अपने दोस्तों से भी शेयर कीजिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और हाँ जी, जो स्टेप नंबर 4 जिस तरह जो हमने कहा कि आज की, फोकस ऑन योर कॉम्पिटेंसी एंड फॉलो योर पैशन। जी थैंक यू वेरी मच। हम लेंगे इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।